afternoon, folks. Big Bo with RVs with Big Bo at Parkway RV Center. And guys, I'm sorry I came down here to the fifth wheel lot to shoot a fifth wheel or two. Look what I found hidden out here. So I said, you know, I'm gonna shoot this. A nice unit. It hasn't been cleaned yet on the inside or the outside, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. This is a very, very nice diesel, very reasonably priced for what you're getting. One of my favorite brands of this era is a National RV. This is a 2005 National Tropical LX with the Diamond package. Pretty much top of the line in the National lineup back in 2005. This is the model 350 LX, 35.5 feet long. It is got 3 slides, diesel pusher, got a big 350 Caterpillar turbo diesel in the back, 7.2 liter C7, one of the best, most dependable motors ever put into a diesel pusher RV with only 14,000 miles. Wow. Dash air, run you out. Ice cold. We just drove it back up several hundred miles. 7.5 Onan generator, diesel with 320 hours on it, running right now, powering everything inside. Refrigerator's getting cold. Roof airs are cold. I mean, these are such well-built motorhomes, guys. And when you can sum up National RV in one name, and that's the Duraframe. And this is what their claim to fame was. And of course, they got a fiberglass roof too. But the Duraframe, this is on a Freightliner XC chassis, which you know is all steel. On top of that, the frame, and I'm talking the walls, the roof, the floor, are not aluminum like everything else with steel in certain parts. This is all steel, plate and tubular construction all the way around, front, back, sides, top, bottom. I would hate to see what it would cost to build a motorhome like this today with the steel shortage and shipping costs and all that. Would be astronomical. You couldn't build one like this now. Because steel, of course, 40% stronger than aluminum. Y'all familiar, or some of y'all are probably familiar with the Born Free, the world's safest motorhome that's been around and never had a traffic fatality in a Born Free motorhome. Well, Tropical kind of copies that in a Class A, because Born Frees are that way because they're all steel frame all the way around, steel frame construction, like a cage. This is, like I said, the Class A version of it. Beautiful. With the Diamond package, you get a beautiful full body paint with the Alcoa wheels, 22.5-inch wheels. Like I said, aluminum roof. Beautiful coach. Slide toppers, power awning. XC raised rail Freightliner chassis with an Allison 3000. 6-speed automatic transmission. Does have a 10,000 pound tow capacity. Only thing I got to do is put a ladder on the back and wash it and clean the inside, and it's ready to show. But I wanted to go ahead and film it so you can kind of see how it looks like when it came in, besides I went in there and straightened up a few little things. Awning toppers, slide outs over here. It's got the hydraulic leveling jacks. 14,000 miles, guys. You tell me you're ever going to wear this machine out. No check engine lights. Windshields look great. That generator fires right up. It's a lot of motorhome for $64,900, guys. It really is. Velvet chrome mirrors, power and heated, power steps. Let's look inside. And like I said, it's a little dirty. Not bad, just needs to be vacuumed, swept out, and, you know, counters wiped down, stuff like that. Just typical normal stuff. Now I'm definitely going to close that door and save that AC, because we're up close to 80 again today, which isn't unbearable, but I'll take AC anytime I can get it. Beautiful front captain's chairs. These are power. They both swivel for party seating. Dash looks great. Like I said, the dash air is actually cold on this thing, and that, how unusual is that? Backup camera, got the driving computer, CD stereo. Fuel level's a little bit low, so I got the motor cut off, but so I can run the generator, run the AC. I thought that might be a little bit more important than the motor, because you know it runs good. And 15 or 14, almost 15,000 miles, really nothing to worry about there. Television up top. Somebody has put this in and didn't do the best job in the world, but hey, you got one. It's a big TV up there, probably a little bigger than I would have put up there. So got let's see if this thing's on a swivel or something. Okay, that's better. At least on the swivel you can move it from one side to the other to open these cabinets. What do we got in here? Got a VCR. All right. RCA DVD. That's a crossover, so you can use different components to play movies. And it does have a satellite system to play movies on either TV without having to have two sets of components. And it does have a satellite dish on the roof. But guys, I always tell people, when you're looking at satellite dishes on used RVs, just buy them under the assumption they're obsolete, will have to be replaced to work. And if it's not obsolete and it works, just buy it under that assumption. And if it does work after you get service in it, just consider it a free bonus. Because now they got these little tailgaters and portable satellite dishes that work as good as anything. It's a nice motorhome, guys. I mean, everything from the texture to the wall boards, all original furniture. This sleeper sofa makes a bed. Table booth makes a bed, so that's 6 it can sleep. I mean, crown molding, the facade around the slide outs, all solid wood. No stains or sagging in the carpeted headliner. Fantastic vent fan. Do have a solid surface corian countertops, no cracks. You got microwave convection oven, which I hadn't even opened up yet. Well, left some stuff in there for you. Like I said, we ain't cleaned it up. You're looking at it exactly how it came in. I'm not gonna try to open that back one up with one hand. You know, all the stovetop covers and the sink covers are in it. Does have, for those of you who need a home office, it does have a desk area, which was an option you could get added to these. So you can put you a chair here, have you a nice little dedicated work area. Even if you just want a place to pay your bills and keep your laptop and stuff like that, and cell phone chargers and all that, this is a great central location for that as well, with plenty of plug-ins, including a 12-volt plug-in. Ceramic tile floor. Like I said, we got to vacuum it and sweep it and mop it and all that good stuff, but no cracks, no stress cracks. Very, very nice. Bevel glass right here looks great. Solid wood cabinets. These were expensive motorhomes back in the day, guys. And the quality still shows. Even today, 17 years later. Big shower. See what it looks like. So we gotta clean it, but no signs of water damage around the skylight. No smoke or pet odors in here. See, they even use residential shower fixtures instead of the cheap plastic RV shower hose and stuff. Water closet. It does need a toilet lid. You know, this is funny because this is the exact same type toilet that's in my Asada, and I had to buy one of those, and you know, I'm sure we'll probably put one in this too, but let me tell you something. This is not the elongated one. Mine's the exact same thing as this, and I actually had the only thing available for it is an elongated toilet lid, so it's going to stick over about 1 inch, but it's not going to be loose, and it's going to be good and tight on there. It's just a lid's going to be about 1 inch longer than the bowl, but it's going to sit on there. It's not going to rattle or anything like that. So they designed them like that on purpose. It can be used on either one of them, because now everything's elongated. But anyway, Vanity area looks great. You got a sink, and it's got a second vanity in the bedroom. And that is a China RV toilet too, by the way. Got your second vanity in here. You do have a solid surface countertops in here. Another medicine cabinet. I got to put a, they'll put a bedspread on it when they come inside here and clean it. But you do have a Queen Island bed. The mattress doesn't look stained up or anything like that. Of course, you know, if you want to replace that, not a bad idea. That's one thing I always do every RV I buy. And I always use the same mattress because this is a 60 by 80 queen bed. This is not a short camper queen. And it'll still come in the slide out wheel with this mattress. I just get whatever mattress I have in my own bed. I just get the queen size version of that and put in here. That way, when you go from your bed in your bedroom to this one, there's not going to be that much adjustment period. The mattress is going to feel almost the same. Well, it will be the same. Large sliding glass door closet. I'm trying to find something to pick on this thing, guys, besides a toilet seat. And not having much luck, except it needs to be cleaned up. Got cedar on the side walls. I mean, I'm looking for something, guys. I know it's weird somebody review an RV to say that, but you know, I like to show any faults that I see. Does have a TV missing. I don't know if the previous owners just kept it, so you have to put a TV in here. It does have the washer and dryer hookups, but it's never had it. It's got the shelves instead. So, I mean, if that's something you want to add later on, that's up to you. Those things are not cheap, so, you know, that's something I'd only recommend putting in if you're going to be full-timing. Actually, this mattress is, of course, I mean, you know, with no more miles on this thing, I don't expect it to be heavily used, and it's not. And I'm glad it's not a live-in either. With 300 hours on generator, it's definitely not a live-in. With the furniture and the flooring and the original carpet still in this good a shape, that would be wore completely out if this was one that's been lived in 24/7, you know, all year long. You know, there's nothing wrong with living in one, but you got to understand when you're looking at purchasing an RV that has been lived in versus one that's been used recreationally. A recreational camper or motorhome gets used, what, 30 days a year, 45 days a year on average? Well, if you live in one, well, you're putting, well, you divide that into 365 days a year, you're putting about, what, 7 to 8 years worth of recreational use for every year that you live in a motorhome full time. And so if you buy one that's been lived in, expect to have a lot of wear and tear showing on it. It needs to be priced accordingly. In other words, don't pay as much for one that's been used recreationally versus one that's been lived in for a few years. I mean, you look at one that's been lived in for 4 or 5 years. God, that's a lot. That's 35 years of recreational use, wear and tear, and something lived in for 5 years. And I know people don't believe that, but the logic works out. At least it does to me, anyway, in my warped mind. But, and that air feels good. This unit's $64,900, haggle-free firm. Doesn't matter how you pay for it or how far you come to get it. We're going to clean it up for you, put a ladder on it, put a toilet seat on it for you. And, of course, we guarantee the slide-outs to work. We guarantee the refrigerator and freezer to get cold. We guarantee both. It's got twin 15,000 BTU ducted roof areas. We guarantee both of those to get cold. And generator to run and put out like it's supposed to. And of course, for it to go down the road like it's supposed to, as far as the ride and drive and shifting and stopping. It's got the air ride, air brakes, all that good stuff. And we do all that for $64,900, guys, for a triple slide, full body paint, 14,000 mile diesel motorhome. And not just a run-of-the-mill, lower priced entry level, a National Tropical LX with a diamond package. I mean, this was the Mac Daddy back in 2005. And to my opinion, still one of the best built motorhomes ever built, just because of that Duraframe. That's something that nobody else did in a Class A back then. I don't think anybody really does that now. Not without getting into like your custom coaches like Bluebirds and Prevost and stuff like that, which an 05 one of those probably $200,000 or $300,000. 64.9 will trade. I may have some financing available with approved credit. You need to talk to one of my salespeople to find out what the rates and terms are. Or we can check with your bank or credit union as well, so you have some kind of basis of comparison, see which works better for you. That is a 12 cubic foot RV refrigerator freezer, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that. Propane or electric. But anyway, beautiful RV, and it'll look even better once it gets cleaned up inside and out, and a couple little things fixed on it that we're going to do, so no big deal. If you got questions about it, you want to buy it, or are interested in maybe something like it for what, you know, maybe it's shorter, longer, newer, older, whatever, lower price, higher price, let us know. We probably got it, or coming in. 706-965-7929. And if you want to come look at this one, guys, call before coming to look. I can't stress that enough. And if you're coming a long distance, you probably want to consider leaving a deposit on it. Now, guys, the only thing we guarantee to keep our prices down for that 64.9 price, which is gas price for a 14,000 mile full body paint triple slide diesel, that's what you would spend for something like this in a gas motor that won't last nowhere near as long as this diesel will, or have the power and torque, 860 pound-feet of torque on the 7.2 Caterpillar, or the towing capacity, and 3 times the motor life in a diesel, or more. I mean, of course, you know, if you're looking at a diesel pusher, you already know the benefits of diesel over gas. So anyway, 64.9, we do guarantee the slide outs, the roof airs, refrigerator, freezer, and the steps and the generator to work like they're supposed to. Anything else is sold as is, where is. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You know, if you want to come down, check it all out for yourself, you're more than welcome to. If you want to hire a third-party inspection service, you're more than welcome to, before deciding to buy it. You know, a few $100 and you got peace of mind. You know, no used RV, or you ever to buy a used RV without doing some kind of work to it. You know, there's always going to be Mickey Mouse projects that you have to fix on it. A switch here, a cabinet here, a drawer, or something like that out of track, or needs a new track, or you know, light doesn't work, or there's always stuff like that when you own a RV, new or used, that, you know, and you can get all those little Mickey Mouse things fixed and find half a dozen more. So, I mean, I'm telling you from experience. But you know what, guys, that's fun. I enjoy working on my motorhome, because I do a lot of my own stuff, and I do enjoy it. I'm out there in my RV, I got my tools, and I'm just doing my own thing, and you know, it does make me, you know, kind of gets me my mind off stuff when things are stressful at work or wherever. And you know, to me, I like that. Now, I know not everybody, and you know what, guys, I mean, I grew up around these things, but I taught myself most of the stuff I know about working on RVs long before we had the internet and Google and YouTube to look up how to fix this or how to fix that. So, of course, my dad and grandpa taught me a lot too, because they, you know, I grew up in this business. We're a third generation family owned and operated used RV dealer, but still I figured out a ton of it by myself too. And it's not hard. It really isn't. It's just common sense. You know, if you see a 12-volt wire, don't, or if you're hooking a battery, don't crisscross your positive and negative terminals, and don't run a water heater element dry, electric one dry with no water in the water heater. You know, simple stuff like that. That's common sense, just, you know, like you have in a house. But come look at this motorhome, guys. I think you're really going to love it. I like it for the price and what it is. I may not like it as much as the American Dream I filmed yesterday, but this one's not too far behind. And I love a National anyway, just because of the way they ride and drive. You know, with that all steel frame, these things don't sway as bad. They don't squeak and rattle as bad as one with aluminum frame, because steel doesn't flex as much as aluminum does. And you got the fiberglass roof, insulated. I mean, of course, you know, National RV, when this was built, National RV was the 4th largest RV manufacturer in the world. And, of course, when the recession hit, they priced themselves out of business. You got to realize something like this, brand new, was 30 grand, 40 grand more than a Fleetwood Bounder diesel or a Fleetwood Discovery or a, heck, you know, any comparable brand of diesel in this class. It would have, this one was quite a bit more. Which you got what you paid for, because here it is 17 years later, and you can see how well it's held up. So, I mean, you obviously got what you paid for, but when you're looking at them brand new, that during a recession, that price makes a difference at 30, 40 grand extra. Of course, now, motorhome like this would probably be $400,000 or $500,000 brand new. But still, National's a great brand. You can't go wrong with them. You can still get the majority of the parts in this thing, because most of it's aftermarket anyway. So anyway, if you're interested in this motorhome, give us a call, 706-965-7929. We offer nationwide delivery for $1.50 a loaded mile, one way. We don't charge for the return trip. We take trade-ins. We have no fees besides what the state makes us charge, which is applicable sales tax, of course. So it'd be $64.09 plus applicable tax. Plus, if you are a Georgia resident, there's a $100 highway impact fee, $40 to $50 tag and title fee. And come out and visit us, guys. I've got tons of RVs everywhere. Used, I probably got the biggest selection, and probably one of the biggest selections of used RVs in one location in the country right now. And I'm the only dealer around that lets you simply just look without being escorted by a salesperson. You don't have to go into a sales office and be interrogated by a salesperson before they let you look. You just simply look at your own leisure, price on everything. If you want to look at fifth wheels, then jump over to motorhomes and travel trailers, whatever. I got 130, 40 plus used units out here. A little bit of everything for everybody's budget. I'll have a diesel motorhome coming up soon. That's only like $29.9. That'll probably fly off the lot. I got a lot of neat stuff. I've got price ranges anywhere in a diesel from $29.9 to $149.9 and everything in between. I've got a sport coach for like $49.9 diesel pusher. I'll be filming as soon as they get done with it, fixing a couple of things in the shop. I've got all kinds of inventory, guys. I mean, in the back and the front, gas, diesel, Class A, B's and C's, B pluses. I got travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, you name it. Hybrids, pop-ups, I got it. Something for everybody. Go to my website. You can see most of it, but if you don't see what you're looking for on the website, parkwayrvcenter.com, link in the video description below. You can give us a call, talk to one of my salespeople, tell them what you're looking for, give them your name and number. When it comes in, they'll snap you some pictures, send it to you, and give you a chance to buy it before I post it online. So, and actually, I hate it when they do that, because I miss out on the opportunity to film something. But hey, it makes our customers happy, because, you know, a lot more people than just one person's looking at it once it hits online. You know, when you got a salesperson that's got your name and number and sending you pictures of it, you're the only one, or one of the only few people looking at it, because you don't know if other salespeople or if your salesperson's got other people looking at it too, versus thousands that see it once it gets posted online. And many people have said, well, I'll let you know if I want to buy it when the video comes out. And when I put the video out, oh, I want to buy it. Too late. Somebody else saw the video and beat you to it. That scenario has happened more times than I can count. So keep that in mind. These things sell. But anyway, thank you for watching. Questions, 706-965-7929. Smash me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Comment, share on social media. Stay tuned for some more. I don't know if I'll do one today or not, but not, I'll try to do one or two tomorrow if it's not too busy. Thank you again for watching, and subscribe to my channel. If you're on Facebook, go to my Facebook page, RV's a Big Bow, and look forward to seeing you here in beautiful Ringgold, Georgia.